gone off?
Do you still suffer from teeth sensitivity pain? Switch on Relief
Hello,
with
how's
Colgate
everyone
Sensitive
doing?
Instant Relief. It repairs sensitive areas of teeth for instant pain relief and long-lasting protection. Switch to Colgate Sensitive.
I'm okay, Finn. Anyway, how's Finn doing? Give me a second. Give me a couple of seconds. And I'll light myself up. It's good to see you, Finn. There I am. Hello. How's everybody out there? Shout out to Lena for the Tottenham shirt. Yeah, earlier on, I don't know, Finn, honestly, my mental health is all over the place, bro. Do you know what I feel like at the minute? I'll give it to you in a metaphor. I feel like a pinball machine. You know, this week, Chandler, I've just wrote me predictions down, look. So I have there, yeah, Chandler versus Paddy the Baddy. Paddy submits him in the second round. Alexander Volkanovski will win by decision, and no. If Paddy beats Chandler, he goes to number 7. You know, so shout out to Paddy the Baddy, I'm rooting for you. You know, Scousers don't get knocked out. We'll see about that. You know, they're very proud people are the Scousers, you know, and I wish him the best of luck. You know, he's a good kid, he is. He's very marketable, very likeable. Hey, Owen. You know, and he talks about mental health with a passion. And people like him are inspirations and role models for kids. Mayor, Paddy Pimblett is what you call a role model for the kids. Not Conor McGregor, you know. Let's have a right. Paddy's a big name. If he beats Chandler, he goes up to number 7. He's ranked number 12 at the moment. So if he beats Chandler, he goes to 7. Excuse me, Willipet. Can you see that big dint in my forehead? It's like the Bermuda Triangle. Look, you can't miss it. I never had my hair over years because I was conscious of that. That goes from there off in there, across there. Copper's batten right across the head. And a bang of an ashtray too. Manchester United last night, we lost the lead. Do you understand? We lost the lead last night. Shout out to New York. And second. Why isn't that working? Anyway, how's things, Finn? The channel's progressing. Well done, you. You know, well done to Lena and to Raymond. Yous are now. Come here, listen, I believe in Finn. I've been part of YouTube for the last 7 years. I've been lucky to work with a few content creators that are good guys, you know. And there's a good side of YouTube. It's just a minority ruin it. I remember coming on here, yeah. I was a part of a channel that every night, maybe 3,000 people were coming in every night in the cesspit. And it's crazy. Matthew used to have about 20 people waiting backstage just to come on to give me stick. And I bullied them all. Yeah, I might be a small Irish channel, yeah, but here, forget your channel. Come out of your house and fight me. And we'll see who's got the bigger channel. Hey, bigger balls, mate. Boom. Lightning speed. Bam. You know, but we're not here for that. We're here for peace. Finn's doing very well, he is, you know, and if there's anybody out there who wants to grow your channel, I can help you get 1,000 subs in a year if you listen to me. And if you follow every step, I know the way because I am not a gay. I am not even a stray. But there is something I would like to say. Tomorrow's a mystery and today is history. Now, I'm trying to make my... Listen, Finn's channel is doing very well, you know, and he represents the Irish community very well. You know, I like that. I like to see that, you know. We're not all blackguards and bowsies, you know. I used to be a bowsy, you know, a proper one. Listen, I'm not just talking about your average bowsy. I was full in. Do you understand? Like, I know that world, and it's a bullshit world. Listen to me, I'll tell you something, yeah. Now, I have a lot of friends in Ireland who are on a list, you know. The way Dublin operates is, it's like a termite mound. It's well structured and layered, and every part of the city there's an OG living there. Yeah, yeah. No, listen, Finn. Look, none of us are solid. You know. Hey, Finn. Look, Lena sent me a Tottenham shirt. Look, Cunty, you need to come and see me. You live in the UK. You know, I'd be delighted to see you. I would. It'd be fucking great, man. You know, have a bit of dinner, stay overnight, fucking. You know, I'd fucking love that. I would. You know. Uh, Finn, I've made a decision. I'm gonna get a PlayStation so I can play golf with my son. I'm not playing Fortnite or FIFA, but I seen on TV the other day that you can play the new Call of Duty for free. So if I buy a fucking PlayStation 4, I can still play it on that, can't I? And they're only 40 quid in fucking cash generator. Oh, you've lost me. But it's like, I remember playing Call of Duty years ago, right? And Modern Warfare and all, right? So the other night I was sitting there, yeah? And an ad come up while I was waiting to watch something, yeah? And it was showing the new Call of Duty, yeah? You see them jumping out of the planes and they have the rocket-propelled fucking flying suits and all that shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm fucking getting one. I said to my son, I said, Dylan, I'm getting a console. I don't give a fuck. You know, if I get a console, I'll be able to fucking have a game with Finn and a couple of the other lads. You know, we could form our own ASU and go around assassinating loads of Yankee doodle dandies and infidels, and we'd make a great team. Put 5 of us together. You know, like I said, I'm gonna hit my target very soon. And once I hit my target, I'll let you know the next stage of this operation. And Finn, that's your fault. You know, I've not been a gamer, never have really been a gamer. Although I owned the PlayStation, I've never owned an Xbox in my life, right? Now, hey Pablo, shout out to Pablo and his man, and I'm praying for it. Okay, I've always got me some PlayStations, not Xboxes. So, you know, if someone hands me an Xbox controller, I'm lost. So I said to myself, I said, you know what? I said, Finn's a gamer. I'm sure I could convince him to get a golf game, a particular golf game, you know, and have a game online, you know. But, hey, Spencer, when my son was growing up, obviously I got him every console that you can get, right? But I always got Tiger Woods because I like the golf, you know. I like playing it on the computer. But I seen that the new Call of Duty that's coming out is free. So I said, look, it's only going to be about £40 to buy one, Finn. You know, it's like, and I'll be over the moon. Hey, Spencer. Spencer, I've had a really bad day. You know, I won't tell you what I was thinking, but I wrote it all down just in case. You know, I wrote a 7-page letter today. You know, once that doubt creeps into your head. Pablo, in all fairness, I can't discuss it on here. You know. Do you know anything about bubbles? When they burst. Collateral damage, they call it. I call it a clusterfuck. Pablo, here, look what's over my shoulder. Hey, can you recognise what's over my shoulder? Nah, bro, I'm really sorry. My bad for being selfish. No, I just thought I'd cheer you up seeing the Tottenham shirt. Well, all I'll say is, I try to be strong for everybody, and then I break. You know, it's like because everyone's like, oh yeah, Jude used to be one of the boys, and Jude went to prison for drugs and weapons and shit like that, and I don't want him to be remembered for that. You know, I did that shit in my childhood, you know, but it's followed me. And ever since I come off that fucking medication, Pablo, everything has come back, you know. You know, for decades, I didn't have any dead people visiting me, but now I'm persecuted. And all I want to do is sleep. I'm just tired, Pablo, of being tired. I'm fed up being in pain. And I'm like, you know what? I suppose it could be worse. I could be gay and telling you all here. My name is Jude. Hey. Now, I like a bit of sausage, but not that kind of sausage. Pablo, I can't go back. I already fucked up. I relapsed. You know, it's like, and you know what? I'm afraid of going back into hospital. Pablo, listen to me. I know myself. You know, but I'm swinging. I'm not going back to hospital, bro. Because I know. Listen to me. I'm categorized. I'm a red. In the traffic light system, yeah. I'm on red. Now, if I say keywords to my first responder, the first thing I'm gonna do is to be brought to a mental health facility for an evaluation. Pablo, do you want to know the truth? Seeing me mother a few months ago derailed me. You don't see dead people unless you're crazy. And that's my reality. And it's crazy. I must be crazy then. Batshit crazy. But the thing about bats is here, I didn't even need my eyes to see my mother. My sonar picked it up. And she didn't even leave a tin of biscuits, the miserable bastard. Yeah, but Pablo, how do you tell people that? They're never going to believe that. Pablo, I'll be honest with you, if you told me that, I wouldn't believe you. Even though you're my mate and all, I'd agree with you, but I'd say, he's fucking lost it. You know. Pablo, it freaked me out. I've been in some sticky situations, but it was... I seen what I seen, Pablo, yeah? And as I was breathing in, I could smell a perfume, and a calming come over me. And I was like, did that just happen? And Thomas just sat there laughing and looking. And bro, he's staring at something, right? And I'm like, you know, that shit doesn't happen. And people won't believe it. And I don't expect them to believe, because I wouldn't believe you if you told me that. And I don't blame you. But it's like it fucking derailed me. You know, seeing your fucking dead mother in your bedroom. You know, frightened the bollocks out of me, bro. You know, it frightened the bollocks out of me. But fuck me, and anyway, it's like you've more going on in your life, and I'm rooting for your man, Pablo. But listen here, I thought that'd put a smile on your face, look. Lena sent me a Tottenham shirt, okay? And like I said, I've been putting up a few of my old shirts there, look. Okay? And yeah, I'm the captain of this ship. Do you understand? Yeah. I'm the captain of this ship. Capitan. El Capitan. El Capitan. I seen a thing on Facebook today. This lad last night, he had 11 teams. 1 second. One fella had 11 teams last night, and have a guess what? His last bet was Man United to win 2-1. Do you know how much he would have gotten? £16,000. In the last few minutes, can you imagine? And then they scored. Oh, that's very nice. Good man, Finn. Like I said, look at Pablo kind of mentored me on YouTube, and he told me what to do and what not to do. You know, you don't go against other channels. Don't have anybody in your channel slagging anybody else's channel, because you'll bring negativity to your channel. If you want to grow your channel and you're serious, listen to me. Without being arrogant, my way fucking works, mate. You know. And here, I don't get my knowledge from a fucking book. I've got my education from real life scenarios and situations. Being around good guys who turn bad, and being around bad guys that turn good. Shout out to Toronto, Canada. I'm a big fan of Drizzy. I like Drake. They know. Yo, they know. Nah, Pablo, it's like yesterday I had a good time, you know, and I was in the garden and I was like, I miss this, I do. You know, sitting in the garden with the boys, all the chairs out, the bouncy. Hey, Christine. I blew up the bouncy castle, Pablo, and I had to go over myself, and I done a backflip and fell off it. Well, it wasn't much of a backflip, it was more of an arse flip. You know, the slide coming down. You are looking at El Capitan, and I am the captain of this ship, and I have unfinished business. And until my business is not finished, I will carry on doing my community service. How are you, Fred? Hello, Christine. I believe in a few people on YouTube, and at the end of the day, I come on here to represent the Irish community, because the English channels, no disrespect to any English channels, but yous carry the narrative. Yous have the narrative there, because you're Mr. Muscle, aren't you? You're a big tough guy, aren't you? Hey, you're a big troll, aren't you? You won't show your face. And if someone like me knocked at your fucking door, you'd ring the fucking police. So quit your jibber jabber, you big fuck. Finn, this is all it takes. It's like a domino effect. Like, it took me ages to get me first 100, and I seen the way your channel was, and I knew people would gravitate towards your channel, you know. So, and it's the same with Raymond and Lena, you know, but I'd like to see our Max get up to our first 100 too. Because, like I said, here's the truth, yeah. I need to help at least 11 of my teammates. That's a football team. If they're not on their first 100 yet, that's my job, to carry a few channels and help them get subs and encourage people to go and watch their lives. And they're doing the hard work, not me. I've just been around YouTube and I know everybody on it. And all it takes is a little description in your video to say, here, go sub to Finn, go sub to Pablo, go sub to Chopper, go sub to Lone Wolf, go sub to Ayrshire Chicken Raymond. You know, and here, give Richard Dowling a fucking sub as well, man. He's a nice fella, him. You know, he said something. Spencer, do you know Richard Dowling? Do you know what he said the other night? Fair play to him. He said, Jude, I'm going to get you a few coffees, but I'm going to send it to Spencer, and Spencer will send it to you. But here, me buy me a coffee doesn't work. The only thing that works is me PayPal. So if you want to fucking buy me a coffee or send me a prop, you're welcome. I want to fill the studio, okay? Look at, I'm a football fan, okay? As you can see, look at, there's a Pablo Escobar. That shirt is up there. That look Tottenham, you yid bastard. Now, behind me, is Manchester United. Okay, baby. Shout out to New York City. Yes. Now, like I said, it's very, I'll be honest. Do you want to know a reason why as well? Okay. Well, that's what he said to me, and anyway, Spencer, he was going to reach out to you because he doesn't do the whole thing. And a few people have bought me coffee in the last few days, but listen, I've refunded you all the money because I can't claim it on buying me a coffee. So to the 4 people that bought me a coffee, I'd like to thank you all, but here, I've refunded all 4 of yous. And the only way, if you want to buy me a coffee, is through me PayPal. But if you're a football fan and you're a sub to this channel, if you have a jersey, Mir, I'd appreciate that more because I want to fill the studio. I know, Finn, I'd fuck up a picnic, but I'm not afraid to drop a sandwich. I don't know what revolt is. What I'll do is, I'll get me daughter to bang it up. Like I'll be honest with you don't realise yet, you know what, right? See me, I cared about people, and what happens is, a lot of people that come in and out of here reach out to me on Instagram, and some of them fucking do be suicidal, you know, and it's like I'm trying to mask my own pain by using it as fuel to help other survivors, you know, because I don't know what else to fucking do, you know, it's either that. Yeah, like, the other day I got a little parcel off Lena, and she sent me over a couple of things, you know, like a football shirt. Hang on, what's Christine? What did he say, Christine? Please tell me that your psychic medium says that everybody in my life is going to buy me 6 coffees and 2 biscuits and a Subway. And that's just for me. You know, by the time I'm finished, we will have 10 new channels in our circle that have been on YouTube a couple of years, and when all them channels have over 100 subs, I'm going to put them all together, you see. I'm proving a point. I don't have to do panels for my channel to grow, you see, because my channel is the fastest, smallest grown channel in a circle, and that's a fact. So, I want to thank Lena for that jersey. I want to shout out to Pablo's ma. And guys, do me a favour, can you say a prayer for Pablo's mother? Because she's not very well at the minute, and Pablo's my fucking mate, you know, and yeah, he doesn't get the credit what he should get. You know, Pablo helped me from day one. He said to me, "Jew, believe in yourself." I said, "Pablo, you know that video, Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams? You know the way he mowed down all his crop? And he said, build it and they will come." And that's what I did. I built it and news have come. And Jude McDonald is on him dumb. Got a meal of maha got you come. Chucky ar la Erin Gabra, Oglin Erin. And shout out to everyone's ma and da who aren't here anymore. Right, Spencer can jump into. Right, one sec. Right, so you want to do a stream yard later, Jude, if you can handle it and free and fail. Finn, at the minute, it's like as soon as I finish this live, bro, I have things to do. Be making me fucking tea. And yeah, I don't know what to have, but I'm gonna pig out. But listen to me. I can't do it tonight, but we will arrange it. Aztec Media has the tunes for us today. Friday, he got a big shout out to the channel. He wants me to go fishing with him. Yeah, that's Defo Spencer. Now listen to me. When I first come on YouTube, I was very naive. You know, I was way out my league and I bit off more than I could chew. And if the thing, you see, not one of yous would have known one thing about me only for PD. He come on here, now let me tell you something. Where I'm from, what happens on the housing estate stays there. Nobody says a word. PD come on the cesspit one night. There was 1,875 people in there that night. 1,800 people. And on that, he started telling people that I did A, B, C, and D. Not me. I'd never come on here and say that, you know why? Because my friends would come on here and say, Jude, what are you lying for? Do you understand? You see Spencer McDermott? Now, he's what you call a tough guy. Now, if you ask anyone in Ballyfermot, name Spencer McDermott in one word. Do you know what my one word would be? Genuine. Genuine. Like, there's a shitload of Irish mods on board. I'd like to shout out to Mousy Wright's channel. If you're not sub to that, go do it. If you're not sub to Irish D's channel, go do it. If you're not sub to Finn's channel, can you go do it? If you're not sub to Spencer, Christine, can you go do it? Nobody's gonna fucking help you on YouTube, believe me. You know why? Do you know the problem in the world? People are too fucking greedy. You know, all they're interested in is money, 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 making money off YouTube, taking money off vulnerable people. For what? Hey, do they make shorts for your channel, do they? Jude McDonald's and I'm dumb. From the bottom of me heart, good a meal of maha good in you come. Chucky la Erin go bra oglen Erin, and I think we are out. Yes, and tomorrow we will be airing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, we all struggle. Go on out that, you big bowsy. Yeah, well, there's not, nobody could ever say you're not noble, Spencer, or you're not a humble man, or a genuine man, because you are, bro. You come from good stock. Ammo, I had to put a bit of gel in my hair tonight because I knew Spencer was going to come in. And I bet you he has all his hair gel like Tom Cruise. He's making me look fucking bad. Thank you, Pablo. Pablo, listen, don't be worrying about fucking texting me. You have more important things to be doing, you know what I mean? But look at here, I'm there. Yup, that's that. I got mine done the other day. You know, I got a Talibani cut, you know, the lion. And, like, you know, I was in a place today and I was speaking a bit of Arabic and they couldn't believe, like, he said, your Arabic is fantastic, brother. I was like, mashallah, brother. You know, he goes, how are you, brother? I says, hamdalillah. He said, what? I says, hamdalillah. He's like, inshallah, bro, you speak Arabic? I said, no, salam alaikum, brother. Walaikum salam. Are you good? How was it? Eid Mubarak. My man's like that, look. He goes, I'm going out here. Is that all right? I was like, Tika. Okay. You see, I've always been good at picking up languages and things like that. And me mind is like a sponge. And even though I don't need to know any shit like that, my nephews are Muslim. So I'm culturally sensitive. Well, like I said, I'm thinking of Pablo. You know, at the end of the day, you see, Pablo helped me on here. You have to understand something. He got me past £290,000 of money that I never thought I'd get by. You know, me daddy was visiting me in my dreams, telling me I'm a fuck up. I've always been a fuck up, and I'll never accomplish anything worthy. You know, and I couldn't go. I said fuck this, and I tried to end my life. But what I didn't realise was, I have a couple of people that love me in the real world, like me kids, me family. Do you know how much family and love I've got around me? I shouldn't be thinking that, but it's like I can't lie. Up until I got out of hospital, I've not had one suicidal thought, and recently I have. And it's a wobble, because it's not just affected the mental health, it's affected something else that I also buried, but it's come back, and it's like it's a monster. I've a constant battle in my head. Voices telling me to do this and that, and you know, I don't know whether it's because I'm off the meds or not, but it's like, yeah, it's weird. You know, scary. I have a target to hit. Now, in the 7 years that I've been on here, I don't really ask for help, because my father taught me, you've got arms and legs and eyes, you can sustain yourself. Do not depend on your mates. Depend on you. back you. If you believe in yourself, you back yourself, and I'll back myself all the way when it comes to this illness being mental health illness. You know why? You already know why. Here, do you know what? I guarantee you, see the 12 people in this room, I've had more psychiatric evaluations than every one of yous put together. I can guarantee it. 93 psychiatric evaluations, and if that is not experience to help people not end their life, well then, here, you're in the wrong chat. And Dorothy, you're a long way from Kansas. Listen, there's no need to be fucking... Now look, what you do that for? That's why. Hey. But like I said, Finn, Raymond and Lena are working hard on their channels. They're doing lives. I think when I end this now, Finn's going to go and do his. But Finn, listen, I promise you, me, you and Spencer will do something one of the nights. I just need that. I need me mind to be in the right place to do it. You know. But it'll be a banger. Now, guys, I have a bit of news I'd like to share with you. I'm doing a podcast with somebody who I admire, somebody who I've watched grow and go to college and then go to uni and then sitting in front of 500 of Merseyside's finest detectives be me son. I said to him, would you come on to talk about your charity work, your organisation, the work you do on a daily basis, your personal accolades, what you've won being a teacher up in Toxteth? And he's agreed to do it. And there can't be any swearing in it. And if anybody is disrespectful in the live when we're doing it, I want me mods just to get rid of them, because I'm talking to a proper man, you know, who I watch grow up, and you know what? It's like we're that close away from me doing that. Here you go, son. Now it's your turn. Take it. It's yours. You've earned it. But until then, I'm the captain of this ship. And Pablo, if you're still here, I know you're very fucking busy and all, but I have a massive favour to ask you. I'm going to send you a few videos. I want to do a podcast with my son, but I want to do an introduction video, and I want to do a little video about the work that he does. And then we're going to go on StreamYard one night. I'm going to premiere it. And it's like a lot of people's going to be watching it. A lot of my son's colleagues, friends. We're going to do this the right way. My father learned me a lot of things. And one thing he learned me how to do is to speak to people. And I'm not just speaking to any average person. I'm speaking to him there. He's got a big hairy face and a big hairy chest now. But he helped the city get funding. On a daily basis, he stops kids from self-harming and taking their life. You know, and he's going to come on here to tell you about how hard it is and what the statistics are for suicide in Liverpool for young, vulnerable kids and adults. You know, he's also going to talk about the work that he's been doing. And it's like, I can't wait for it, you know, because he's my son and I'm so proud of him. And he's changed legislation, policy, sanction, restrictions, rulings, you know, in Liverpool to get the kids funding. I'm going to bring him on to talk to you. Right, I am away. God bless. We out.